Everyone, are you in this page? Lagging behind people, please do respond. Guys. Okay, leave. So I'll be creating a project name as your batch name. So what is your batch name?
SDET 39.
SDET 39.
SDET 39. So here you can observe that I have something called as choose access. Is it open for everyone or limited or private? In the sense, if I want to create a project and everyone in a particular company can access it, I'll keep the access as open. So it is like your environment variables where you learn in your Postman. Do you remember your Postman tool where you'll store your variables and all?
Yes, sir.
And even it's like your polymorphism where you'll hide the implementation like public, private, everything. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So I'll just right now I'll keep it as private so that I need not to share with anyone since you guys have already created their own particular Jira account over there. So I have given the name, I have given the access and the template over here. Sid was saying that he was not able to find Sprint over there because he would have chosen the wrong template. For many of people, the template will be Kanban over here. So if you see bug tracking, Scrum, Kanban is there. So I have selected Scrum. So what is the methodology we have used in Agile? It is the Scrum methodology, right?
Yes, sir.
So we have to follow the same template. So I'm going with the Scrum. Then I click on create project. So when I am in the Agile board now, you guys will be in this particular place, right? Backlog. Everyone are in this page or anyone is still lagging behind?
Sir, I am in the same page but not selected the Scrum. Directly create the project.
Then you can click on the project. So you can click on the projects. There you can select the project. In your project, where one second here we have some options. So you can click on view all projects. In your view all projects, project settings. No, one second. We had something called as template. They have changed it. Okay. I'm not able to change the template. What else I'll just. So okay, you can do the thing is. So if you are not facing like the page which I was in previously, if you are not in this particular page, like if you are not in the backlog, what you can do is you can go for projects. In your projects, view all projects. There you need to create a project. In create a project, you can select Scrum. Is it fine? Huh? Is it fine?
Okay, sir. We'll do. Sir,
Sid, are you able to
minutes.
change it now?
Sir, give us 2 minutes, sir. We are doing that.
Guys, how much time you guys need? Done? Everyone are still doing it? See, guys, it's like just simple clicks you have to do. Nothing special is there. Shilpa, she has done. Others, Nikita and Sid.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, while creating Scrum project, it is showing me project type team managed, which I have to select,
You
sir.
can select whichever you want. You can either select with the team management. You can select that, or you can select the individual also.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Finally got it, sir.
Got it?
Yes.
So anyone still pending? Done. Ankush. So anyone still pending? Anyone is still here? Tushar.
Done, sir.
Okay. So Monica, your issue is done, right? Issue is resolved, right?
Yes, sir. Done, sir.
Shall we move on?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So you can see we are landed in the board. So this is what we call it as an agile board or Jira board. So they might ask in your interviews like what and all the tables were present in your agile board or your Jira board. Here you can say you had 3 columns or 3 tables where you can name it as to do, in progress, or done. Even though you can customize it on another table and you can name it. So before going into this, we have to learn something else. So leave board right now. Everyone, do you observe something called as roadmap over here?
Yes, sir.
So click on the roadmap. The roadmap is nothing but where you need to create what and all the activities should be done in this particular project. So you see the symbol as a flash symbol, that is your epic. So epic is like your particular user stories or particular any more than that. Since so many of you would have come across one of the projects where your seller module, buyer module, and even admin module. Only 3 modules will be there. So inside them, most of the 100 modules will be present. So that is like a module or a super module, you can say. So right now, what are your projects like? It is CRM domain, right? That is your vTiger. In your vTiger, we have something called as organization, correct? So I will create one user story or a one epic that is called as organization over here. Is it fine?
Sir, could you please repeat once?
Yes, sir. Sir, what you have explained regarding board, sir?
Leave board now. We'll go back to board again. So we are in roadmap now. So in your roadmap, you need to create your user stories, tasks, subtasks, everything should be created over here. Okay. Your epic, the symbol which is in purple color, which is in the flash color, is this epic. You can see I have moved the cursor over there. It is showing it is an epic. Your epic is nothing but your one particular big module or a module. Understanding?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Everyone, please reply, guys.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now you guys had a module called as organization in your Vita year, correct?
Yes, sir.
So I'll name this particular module as organization. I click on enter. So you can see one epic has been created on organization. Can you see it? Is it
So-
displayed for everyone?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
So don't do now. You see everything, you observe everything, then you can practice later on. Okay. If you are doing with me, you won't understand anything.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Then you have something called as plus mark over there. And when you move your cursor over there, it is showing that create a child issue.
Yes,
Are
sir.
you able to see it?
Yes, sir. We can.
Okay.
Yes.
So when you click on this plus mark, so it will ask you to create a story. Your story is nothing but your particular task. So even you have something called as task and bugs. For this task, you can call it as your subtask. I mean, I'm relating everything to your agile. In agile, do you remember user story, task, subtask? You have
Yes, sir.
divided your
Yes, sir.
particular user
Yes, sir.
story. Are
Yes,
you
sir.
getting
Yes,
it
sir.
now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So whatever it is in green color, we can say it as your task, but it is named as story. Now in organization, what and all tasks we had? We had create organization, correct?
Yes, sir.
Then what and all we had?
Import organization,
Import, okay.
export organization, chat,
Import, add, export, billing,
and setting.
setting up. Settings, okay. We'll go for settings. So we have these many tasks. So if you want to create some more subtasks, so what I'll do, I'll go over here, I'll change it to task, I'll keep it as in create organization. What we had, username was there.
Name text field here. Text
Yeah.
field.
We'll keep it as username.
Hmm.
Then what we had, password. Then
Website.
Website. Okay, very good. Then
Member of employees.
okay,
Industry.
member and member. We can take it
Assigned to.
assigned. Okay. So now we have how many user story? Like we have 7 tasks and 4 subtasks. Correct, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. 1 second. Okay. Okay. So listen now. Once you have created all your particular modules, your tasks, but this is for one module. Okay. So you have created. It is like your all your requirements which was given by your particular customer. You have dumped over here. Fine. You have created. Understanding.
Yes, sir.
So
Sir?
what we'll do? Yeah, ma, tell me.
Sir, can we all this, we can keep it in the create organization under that subtask? It will be
Of course.
confusion, sir. Okay.
See, this is organized. So you cannot move your particular epic under a task, okay? So you can name it differently for sure. You can name it username. There you can create for it is for you can mention it as create organization.
Organize. Okay. Okay.
So this time you can understand, right?
Yes, sir. Otherwise, it will be confusion.
It will be difficult. Okay, you can change it. It is not an issue. See, guys, if you have any doubts, if you're not understanding any moment, you can stop me. You can switch on your particular microphones and you can speak over that. Is it fine?
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
So I have double clicked on particular task and it is showing you can add a description over here. Here also you can mention that this is an element or this is a feature which is under a create organization where any user can, any technical accessing this particular module, he will understand that this is a subtask. See, can you see here? There is a text field, I am able to type it.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Right now, I won't give any kind of description. It's up to you if you want to give. And you have something called as assignee. So if you want to assign it to someone, you can just type their names and you can assign it. So in my team right now, no one is there. So that is why I have assigned it to myself. Okay. You see in the real time what will happen in one particular Jira, all your teammates, all your particular team members will be included, including developers will be there. So what they'll do, Scrum Masters, you will be having two access for team leads. In the sense, two team leads can be handling one Jira. So what they'll do, two team leads, one will be from development team, one will be from testing team. They will assign their particular customer, like particular task or submodules to a particular test engineer or a particular developer. In this, where you have called as assign. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then we have sprint, everything, leave now. See, here also we have story point estimation. You can increase your story point, you can decrease your story point. So however you want, you can give your story points over there. And even we have reporter, like who has created this, who has created this particular task, who has created this particular epic, who has created this particular story. Everything will be shown over here. And even you have, previously we used to have something called a severity over here. Right now we don't have that. They have removed it. Jira is getting updated each and every week. You can just go for it and have a look on it. So ignore all this. Right now you know what and all fields you need to fill over it. Correct, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we have created almost one epic and seven store, like not seven,
Subtasks.
six
Subtasks.
stories, and we have 4 subtasks. Correct. Now we'll go to backlog. So in your backlog, you can see that we have 10 issues. Can you see it? All
Yes,
10
sir.
are displayed over here except epic, because under epic only we have all these. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And the one which was assigned to me, where my name is shown over there,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
everyone, it is displayed for you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Visible.
Okay. Now what we can do is, if we want to work on create organization in the first sprint itself. So what we will do, we'll just take this create organization and we'll drag it and we'll drop it in the first sprint. Easy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
what we will do next, what and all the tasks we have, drag, drop, drag and drop it. Then drag your task, drop it. Drag your task and drop it. Everything is done.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now you have created a product backlog. Can I say this is a product backlog 1?
Yes. Yes.
And which is keeping in the sprint 1, even it includes that it is in a sprint backlog.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Everyone, are you relating this to your agile?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Anyone is having any doubts till now?
Sir, whose job it is to create the epic and add stories?
Very good question. So usually your scrum masters or your project managers will be creating your epic stories and tasks. So as a QA, as a test engineer, your only work in Jira is tracking the bug and logging the bug. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So if they
Even-
ask in your interviews, yeah, tell me, ma.
Even the scrum master or the team lead will place this subtask into the sprint.
Everything he'll do, he will only assign it to you.
Okay.
Then whatever task assigned to our name, we have to just do that task only. That's
Exactly.
what our job
That's
is.
all.
Yes, sir.
That's all. So if your project is having 30 or 40 modules, if you are assigned with only 2 modules, you have to just take care of that particular 2 modules.
Okay, sir.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
Any other doubts?
Sir, how they will assign by? They will send email or something like that.
See
or we
what
have to log
happens, since this I have assigned to myself, so I am not getting any notification. Okay. If it is assigned for you, what will happen in the sense you will get a notification or you will get a mail that in your Jira you have been assigned with some task.
Okay.
You can just take your friend's mail ID, you can just assign it to them, you can add it in your Jira where you had an option, right? You can add your friends over there through your mail IDs, you can invite them while you were creating the project and all. Here also we have add people. When you click on add people, see, you can give their mail IDs, you can select their role. It is if you are a viewer, he can only view it. If it is a member, he can edit it. If it is an administrator, he'll be a team lead. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then what will happen if you are not getting a mail also? See, this particular task has been assigned to me. My name has been displayed when I move my cursor over there.
Yes, sir.
Understanding till now? So
Yes,
I have
sir.
created a product backlog. Everyone understood?
Yes, sir.
Now
Yes.
what I'll do, I'll start the sprint. Okay. So can you see the start sprint blue icon over here?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So I click on the start sprint. So it is asking S3, that is your project name, sprint 1, and it is asking how much the duration you want. So how much duration we'll keep now?
3 weeks.
Okay. We'll go for 3 weeks. And you can see that we have a minimum of 4 weeks and a maximum of 5 weeks. So apart of minimum only for half a week, you can't start a sprint, or more than a 4 week, you cannot have a sprint. So I'll keep the sprint duration as 3 weeks, and automatically it will select the start date and the end date. So start date will be present there itself, and the end date, when you click on 3 weeks, it will be selected. When you click on 4 weeks, again it will be selected. Can you see the time changes? Before it was 1, now it is 8.
Yes,
So
sir.
I'll move it to 3. Now again it will be 1.
Yes, sir.
So here there is something called a text box, that is your sprint goal. Like what and all activities should be done in this particular sprint. You have 5 issues. In that 5 issues, what and all things you have to complete, what and all work you have to do, everything you can write it down over there.
Sir,
Sir,
this is also set by team lead, or we have
Exactly,
to...
Madhura. All the things which are right now I'm explaining, everything will be done by your team lead itself. So anyone who's having 4+ years of experience in your batch,
Yes, sir. 5 plus.
who is that?
Sir.
Can I know their 5+?
Munira.
Munira.
Monica 5 plus.
Monica.
Sir,
Munira.
Nikita, 4 years,
Nikita.
over 2 years.
Sir,
Uh,
Sridevi.
Okay, Sridevi then. Shweta
Bhargavi.
then. Bhargavi then.
Sir, Shilpa 4 plus.
Shilpa 4+.
Sir, Ayush.
Okay.
Priyanka.
Amar 4 plus.
Okay. So what happens usually, 4+ or 5+ people, when you are going into a particular projects, what will happen? Directly you will be deployed as a team lead. So at that time you have to do all this task, right? You have to know how you have to do this task, right?
Sir.
Yes or no?
sir, as a team lead, they have to write backlog and all.
Of course they have to do it, because they will be the one who will be the main part of your, they'll be the front end of your team. Whatever task they are doing in the back end, it doesn't matter. You have to picturize your team in front of your manager, right? You have to analyze the requirement, you have to divide the modules based on the efficiency of that particular candidate over there who is working. Everything should be taken care by team lead. So why experienced people can be a team lead? Because they have experience, they would have worked for a very long time, and they know how to handle a team. That is why they make them as team lead. Understanding?
Sir, then how we will come to know that by this time we have to complete?
You discuss with this man. See, ma, now if that particular module is very big, and if we give to you, and what will be the duration of thing? Randomly, you cannot say the duration time.
Correct.
That's all. Discuss with your project manager. Say that I feel that we can complete this task within 3 weeks or 4 weeks. Then he will negotiate with you. Correct? No, he will tell his plans. You will discuss your plans. So you can have a communication over there, right?
Sir, as you have taken 3 week duration,
Mhm.
sir, in that test duration is included now.
Sorry.
So test duration for a particular
This
sprint.
cycle is not at all included in Jira. It is only sprint duration. So do you think you will get a build in Jira?
No, sir.
Then
No, sir.
So regarding time,
usually
I
in
was-
real time what happens? Every day or 3 days once you'll get a new build. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, shall we move on? All your doubts has been cleared? Or any other doubts? Guys, please do respond, guys.
No doubt, sir.
Others?
So one more doubt.
Yeah, Shweta, tell me.
The story points will be decided by the developers and testers only, no, right? So
Yeah, Shweta. Why?
okay. I mean, here I saw the option for story points,
Mhm.
and we need to communicate it to the scrum master or the team leader, and he will going to enter it. We just only give
That is
information
what?
to him.
By your side, you will give your story points, your Scrum Master. If he feels it is correct, he will update it. If he feels it is not correct, he will call you. He'll have a meeting with you. Say, last why you have given a story point like this. Then you can explain. If he agrees, he'll keep it, or else he'll reduce the story points. That's all.
Okay, sir. Yeah, thank you.
Any other questions? Guys, any other questions?
No, sir.
Everyone cool? Move on.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I won't give any sprint goal now. So I'll start the sprint. So once I start the sprint, automatically I'll be landing on the Agile board or the Jira board. Can you see we are in Jira board now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So we are in to-do issues, in the sense the issues which are pending. Correct? Are you getting it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So it's like
Yes,
we have to work on this particular issues. Now what we will do, this particular module has been assigned to one of my colleagues. What he'll do, he'll get a mail or he'll get a notification saying that, okay boss, you have your pending task which is left over in Jira. Then what he'll do, he'll log in into Jira, he'll say that, okay, I'm working on it. Then what he'll do, he'll move this particular create organization module into progress. Then if he is working on username, he'll move into progress. So if a team lead log in into Jira, what he'll understand? Okay, this fellow is working on create organization. In create organization, he's working on username. Will he understand or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
No.
Is everyone getting this?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
This
yes.
thing,
Yes,
dragging
sir.
from to in progress, will be done by a test engineer itself based on the assigned modules. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Got it.
Everyone, any doubt over here?
No, sir.
Guys, all 22, yes or no?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir. Understood, sir.
Okay, good. Now, what we can do is, now we have moved from to in progress, right? So think we are testing on an application and you got a bug. And you need to raise that bug, right? So Jira is mainly used for bug tracking, and most of them are saying that Jira is also a project management tool because we write test cases in Jira, we write scenarios which will be converted into test cases, traceability matrix, everything can be done in Jira. So now we want to raise a bug. Correct? No, if we are testing, if we get a bug, we need to raise a bug, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So everyone, can you see an option called as create over here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So when you click on create, automatically your project will be displayed. So if your project is displayed, if it is not displayed, you can select your project over here, which was recently created. Then you have your issue type. Here you have to change this issue type into bug. So the red symbol which is shown over here and the name is bug, bug, you have to change it. Then you have to give a summary of a bug. Summary of a bug in the sense one line description of a bug. So think if create text field, create org text field is not taking numbers. This is one of the summary which I have given. One line description of the bug. Okay, are you getting it?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
in
sir.
description, what I'll do, I'll write I'll write steps to reproduce. Steps to reproduce. Then I'll give the test data, like what data I have given. You know what are steps to reproduce? Like
Navigational steps.
exactly. Navigation steps. Open the browser. Enter URL. Enter password. Like this, you'll give your navigation steps. It has to be in detail. So we can say that as a steps to reproduce. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And then you have to give a test data. Like for example, I'm saying that this particular bug is like numbers it is not accepting. Data is equal to like I had given 1, 2, 3 something 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 I had given and it is not accepting. So why we have to give the test data in the sense if developer is trying to reproduce this particular bug and if he gives 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and if it is accepting, what he'll do? He'll keep the bug status as invalid and he'll throw it away. Correct, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Everyone learned bug life cycle or not?
Learn.
Don't know what is invalid status?
We know, sir.
No, sir.
Then why no response only? Huh? Okay. You guys will not respond. So then we have something called as assigning. In assigning, you have to assign it to your concerned developer or your particular development lead or your testing lead. So if you know the developer, you will give it to your particular developer, right? If you don't know the developer, to whom you will assign?
Team lead.
Team lead or your development lead. Correct. Then ignore labels. Labels we are not going to work. Then we have to select the sprints. We have first sprint I'll select. Then we have to give a story point estimation. In the sense for fixing that or finding that bug or again retesting how much you need. I'll give one story point over here, reported by me. Then if you have taken any screenshot, you can browse and you can just select the screenshot. Then linked issues, if it is blocking you, it is blocked by, it is duplicate or it is created by. So everything you can given over here, it is tested by. So it is like your severity priority. The names has been different now. Before we used to have some severity priorities. Now it has been changed into linked issues and you can select whichever the bug it has been erased over here. I'll click on created because it has not been duplicated or it has been not been created. Then I'll give this bug description. Then restrict to, I'll keep it to members. No, I'll not give anything over there. Then I'll just create the issue. So you can see there is a bug in my particular Agile board or Jira board. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Everyone?
Yes, sir.
So if developer is working on it, what he'll do, he'll move it to in progress. Then once the bug has been fixed, what he'll do, he'll move it to done. So again, what we will do, we have to do one round of retesting. Correct? When
Yes,
it is
sir.
fixed, you have to do retesting.
Yes, sir.
If it is not fixing, again, if it is not fixed, it is still there. What we have to do?
We have to raise the
Again.
as
To
Raise
reset
it
the
again.
reopen.
reopen. We have to
Reopen
schedule
is just we
it.
have
Rather than reopening, can we just move it into to do?
Yes, sir.
Correct now.
Yes,
So
sir.
developer will understand that still bug is there, and when you click on it, you can give some comments over here. See, boss, bug is not fixed. Bug is not fixed. Please do fix it properly. Like this, give this comment, save it, and whenever he tries to open it, he'll get to know. Yes, no, because we have given a comment over there.
Yes, sir.
So it is still on pending. It is not in progress or do. So it is understood, right? So rather than reopening or creating a new bug, you can do this.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We can.
So now we have only 3 tables in our Agile board or a Jira board. So if you want to create one more board which is named as pending, what you can do is you can come on this plus icon over here and you can click on this particular plus icon. You can name it as pending. And even you can move this particular pending to here. Then what you can do? You can move one of these particular stories into pending. Like these are to do, in progress, pending. This is how like real process goes on. Like few stories will be in pending because that might be working on the next sprints or next releases. That is why we would have moved to pending, which has to be done, which will be in the to do, which are going on, it will be in the progress, and which are completed will be moved to done. Understood, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir,
Sir,
this is
anyone can add this board, sir.
Sorry, ma. What, ma?
Anyone can add this board like it's pending.
No,
board.
no. Only leads can add it.
Okay, sir.
Sid, you had any doubt?
yes, sir. Sir, this all what you have told, the
Hmm.
story of a test engineer, no, sir.
No.
Even if-
Yeah, exactly. The bug is one is of the test engineer, and creating epic stories that and all will be done by the team lead. I am not explaining anything about developer perspective. It is only a test engineer perspective.
Okay. Sir, the developer, when developer will complete the any type of module or sprint, then where he assigned that in Jira also?
Developer will not complete any sprint. Like he will be having a different Jira UI for that or different project UI for that. So if you want to create one more sprint, what you can do is you can go for your backlog. Here you can create. So you can see here we have an option called as create sprint. So in this create sprint, what you can do, you can move this particular items or whatever it might be. Sorry, stories. So I'm moving it. So if you want to start the second sprint, what you have to do? Complete this sprint, click on it. Then we will start the second sprint. See, sprint 2, duration we will keep it as 4. Start. Again, same thing. We are on sprint 2. Can you see it? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
yes, sir.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So if you want to create any issues, you have option called as create issues. Here you also create issue. Here also you can create a story, bug, task, anything you can create over here, but you cannot create an epic. To create an epic, you have to go to your roadmap. Done. So here also you can see some charts will be shown like how the process has been going on, how many sprints are there, how many like have they worked on it, everything you can see over here. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
So now we have completed the basic activities of Jira, what you'll be doing, how you log a bug, how to create an epic, how to create a stories. Now you need to add a different plugin to write a test cases. Okay. For that, can you see a search text field over here?
Yes, sir.
So why in the search text field you can search for duplicate bugs, like if any other particular what they say test engineer would log the same bug, you can search whether the bug is there or not. Then if you want to search anything else, you can search. Leave that now. Before that, you have to go for apps. Can you see apps over here?
Yes, sir.
Click on apps. In apps, you have explore more apps. You click on explore more apps. So here you can search for Zephyr, ZEPHYR. So you can see this Zephyr scale test management for Jira.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Everyone.
Yes, sir.
So click on Zephyr scale test management for Jira. So there you can show it for added for free or something. I have added already, so it is showing added. For others, it will be different. What you guys are having over there?
We should search, sir. Should we do that parallel?
Yeah, of course you have to do it. So later on you can practice.
The support of Jira, because it's a lot of things to learn.
Sorry?
Sir, will you provide any documents in the support of Jira?
Jira, I don't have any notes, man.
Okay, sir.
Like I usually I won't keep any notes. I'll just go with the flow. That's all.
Sir, they're getting an option. Try it free.
Click on it.
Should we click on try free trial?
Yeah, click on it.
After that, it automatically shows added, sir.
Good. So it is added.
Yes, sir.
Everyone, it is added or still pending. Anyone is lagging behind? Anyone didn't get the steps only? Amar added. Guys, respond who has and all. Who have added already? Ankush added. Others. Nikita, Priyanka.
So it's asking start a free trial.
Click on it, man. Others are sleeping. Only 4 people are responded. 4 to 5 people.
Done, sir.
Okay. Munira next.
Done, sir.
Monica replied. Pradeep replied.
Done, sir.
This Surabhi Jaishwal, Ashwini, Shilpa, these people are not at all responding. Chetan, Aditya, where are these people? Are they on the call or they just left the call and they have been somewhere out? Even though if I'm calling their names, they are not responding.
Sir, Chetan done, sir.
Finally, I heard your voice, Ray.
Sir, I'm doing, sir.
Shilpa, how much time you need?
Sir, it's saying couldn't find your search. I'm trying, but we couldn't find anything matching your search. So this is trying to.
Shilpa, share your screen.
Okay, sir.
Ayush Kumar, what you have replied? I've used.
Sir, I have used Confluence
What is-
integration with Jira.
Sir, it is visible my screen.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I'm trying to search here.
Not there. You come for the apps.
Okay.
Apps is there. Explore apps. Explore more apps.
Okay.
Search for Sapphire. Not there. Yeah, you can search for that. You got it now.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Any other?
Shall I stop?
Yeah, stop. Any others? Guys, everyone has completed. Yeah, I still.
Sir, in my previous company, I have used Confluence tool as test case management tool.
Okay. So you want to go with that
Or-
only?
No, sir, I will explain Zapier also if you want.
Your wish, man. Whatever you're comfortable in explaining the interviews, you can go first.
Okay, sir.
So everyone done?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So since we have added over here, you can come back to your particular projects and you can see that your Sapphire scale will be added in the left side of your particular column. Can you see the Sapphire scale over here?
It is not visible.
For your screen.
My screen is not visible. Sorry.
Yes, we are able to see it.
Is my screen visible now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So are you guys able to see the Sapphire scale in your left side?
Yes, sir.
Click on it. So when you click on it, most of the things would have not been enabled over there. Unauthorized email. Okay, see. Sapphire scale is currently disabled for the project SDate 39. You have to enable in your project settings. Are you in the same page?
Yes, sir. Same page.
Everyone?
Yes, sir.
So here you have a page called as project settings page and it is a link. Click on it. So once you click on it, you will be landed in Sapphire scale. Enable Sapphire scale for starting management test cases. Right now you can disable it anytime without losing the data. So right now it is on off. We need to give permission for Sapphire scale to write test cases. Okay. So I'll click on. So can you see we have switched on and you can see the issue types, everything over here. Is everyone is enabled Sapphire scale?
Yes, sir.
Everyone did it?
Yes, sir.
Anyone still pending? Who didn't get? Please do respond. I can help you out if you share your screen how to do it. Nikita, Shilpa, Tushar. 3 done. 4 I
Done,
got.
sir.
Done? Munira.
Done, sir.
Done. Okay. Shall we move on?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Where is that Sid? He is not at all opening his mouth.
Yes, sir. Doing so.
Still doing. How much time you need, man?
Sir, my Wi-Fi is not working well, so that's why.
Every day one reason. And where were the guys who attended Amdog's interviews yesterday? Have they joined today?
Sir, join Tushar is there.
One more.
Anubhav.
is there, sir.
How was your interview, man?
Yeah, sir, the person was very good, sir. I answered I asked he asked me any questions, then I asked answer, what should I improve? Then he told technically you are good, little bit you have to work on communication.
Okay. For you, Tushar?
Yes, sir. It was good interview. There are some questions which were difficult, but I am not able to answer 1 to 2 questions. Apart from that, other was interviews good.
Okay, fine. So we'll move on now. So once you enable, and even you have to give some permissions to write the test cases. Can you see here If your permission system is enabled, the permission configure below will be handled on this project. Otherwise, all the users can use this project. You'll be able to perform any action on Sapphire Scale. Switch on the permission. So once you switch on the permission, again you need to add all the user. Like for creating test case, you need to give your name. For editing, you need to give your name. For managing folders, you need to give your name. Archiving, give your name. Manage folders done. Create version done. So you have to assign it yourself, and if you have any team, you have to assign it for them also. So right now I don't have any team. I'm assigning it to myself. Like this, you enable everything, then you can. So once you have enabled, come back to Sapphire Scale. Everyone are here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So anyone is still lagging behind?
Done, sir.
Fine. Shall we move on?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, so what happens? Few people will write test cases by creating their folder. Like they want only functional test cases. They want integration test cases, system, Adobe, those. Like if you want to create a folder, so you can click on the folder over here and you can name the folder as FP. That is for functional. So I've created a folder over here. Then, if you want to create multiple folders, you can create multiple folders over there. Then what you can do is you can click on new test case. So once you click on a new test case, it is asking for details, name of the test case, like what do you want to write it over here. Usually what will give the description of the test case, like verify whether user is able to click on this, or verify whether user is able to enter the data on this, or verify whether user is able to enter characters, special characters, numbers. This is how we write a description, right?
Yes, sir.
You know how to write a test case, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you give the name of, yeah. Anyone? Doubt? Someone called me?
No, sir.
Okay.
Sure. So you'll give your name, like test case name, I'll give randomly ABC, objective, to verify the particular module, I'll give randomly precondition. So preconditions are like when you want to execute something, you need to have a pre-executing values, or any conditions should be given before executing those. For this, if you are using a web application, browser and internet, so anything randomly I'm giving, just don't write this in your, or don't explain this in your interviews. I'm just giving everything randomly. Then the status, you can keep it as deprecated rather than draft. Draft is your incomplete. If you have completed, you can keep on deprecated. Why? Because we are keeping on deprecated. Your test case should be reviewed and it should be approved. So when you keep it deprecated, the reviewing will be done by your team leads, and it will be moved to approved by your team leads only. The team members will review it, and team lead will review once and they will approve. So keep it in deprecated. So if it is in a major module and if it is in the priority, you can give a high priority over here. So we have options like high, normal and low. You can keep it in high priority over here. Then if you want to attach any of the components, you can attach it, and the owner time, estimated time. So estimated time, how much you'll give? Based on the story points, right?
Yes, sir.
So you can give over here estimated time, and the folder you can choose over here. Function right now only we have FT. So I've selected the folder, or if you don't want to push into the folder, you can select on none. Right now I'll push it into FT. Then you have, this is the details. So next to that we have test script. Can you see it, everyone?
Yes, sir.
See my cursor?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you
Yes,
can
sir.
click on the test script. In your test script, you can just create the steps like steps to what they say, access that particular, how to reproduce, how to use that. You can give the steps, test data you can give over here, and expected result you can give over here. All three columns are mentioned: steps, test data, expected result.
Yes, sir.
Usually in Excel, we'll give the same thing:
Yes, sir.
steps
Yes,
to
sir.
produce, test data, expected
Yes,
result,
sir.
actual result will be there. Here we only have expected result. Then if you want to add more steps, you can click on add steps. Again, add steps. How many steps you can want, you can add it over here. Understanding?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Everyone, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Then we have execution. So execution is nothing but if you want to automate something like there, you can execute. Right now, we are not using any application through Jira execution. That is why we don't have no execution over there. Then we have traceability. So traceability is like you need to create an issue first. So let us think we are creating an issue as or task, summary as X, Y, Z. Description I'll give, randomly I'll create it. So we have created an issue. For this, we are mapping one particular. So for this particular test case, I am mapping this particular issue, like particular task. So what the traceability matrix says that for at least one test case, you have to have, for one requirement, at least one test case you need to have. The same thing I have done over here. Or I can just search my particular issues over here. So we have not given access for this. So if we had given the access, we could have selected some issues over here and we can map it. So rather than selecting like that, I added over here itself. This particular test case will be written for only this particular, it will be mapped for this particular requirement. Yes or no? Guys,
Yes, sir.
understanding?
A little confusion, sir.
Nothing. See, I have not given access. Okay, in settings, you have to give all the permissions. I have not given access. That is why if I click on search, I'm not finding any issues. Okay. So what I did, I have created one issue here itself. So if you create one issue, that is your story. Story you mean by task, right?
Sir, yes.
So for every requirement, at least one test case, we have to map it, right?
Yes. Yes, sir.
So I am creating one issue that is ABC, and all the description of that particular task I am giving over here. Think this is like a text field, that this and all details I'll give. I'll select the sprint, everything. This is same like I'm creating in roadmap. I created an issue now. Same way I'm creating.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Then I'll click on create. It will land over here. See, ABC is there.
Yes,
This
sir.
is one of the requirements. For this ABC, I have written test script over here. Details I have given over here. And for this requirement only, no, I have written the test script.
Yes, sir.
So in traceability matrix, we can say that for this particular issue, we have written the test case.
Sir,
Yeah, ma'am.
sir, it is like we are creating an issue in traceability, and after then we are just tracking whether it is present in test script or not. It is like it.
It's the same thing how you did like Mars. It's like what you learned in manual testing is like we will map one test case to the link, one requirement. The same way we are doing in Ulta. That's all. We are writing a test case, then we are mapping it for one of the requirements. That's all. Understanding?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Then we have some attachments. If you want to give any screenshots or if you want to give any document, you can select it and you can give over here. Then you have comments. If you want to give any comments, you can give. History is not required. Leave. You won't be having any history because you are working for the first time. The comments if you want to give, then everything is given. You click on save. So once you click on save, if you come to your test cases over here, you can see your particular test cases will be visible. Are you able to see it?
Yes, sir.
Then you have your test cycle, your test plan. I have not enabled this, so you can enable it. So Sid was asking, sir, will we be having any test cycle or builds anything? Yes, here in your test cycles, you can create a build. In the sense, like how many, what is the duration of it, everything. So how to enable this? Go to your project settings. In your project settings, you have apps in your left side. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So in your apps, you have Sapphire Scale. In your Sapphire Scale, if you click, if you scroll down, we have given permission only for the test cases here. We have test plan, test cycle, test execution, reports, configurations. So you can just give permissions for this and you can start working on it. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Anyone is having any doubts in Sapphire Scale? To write test cases in Jira.
Sir, in companies, mostly they use Sapphire only.
It depends, my